Warning: this alert is intended only for American citizens. Unauthorized persons should not view this broadcast. In the next 60 seconds, you're going to be presented with verified information that proves Barack Obama was the most corrupt president in U.S. history. But this information will also expose a new plot by ex-President Obama. A so-called death order he signed back in 2016 that could result in the needless deaths of more than 1.3 million American seniors this year. That's an American senior every 29 seconds, and more every single year after. It's already underway. You are now at immediate risk. You're about to learn about Obama's one final act of revenge against the American people he hates, and there is innocent American blood on his hands. Because we're about to reveal how, in his last year as president, Obama planted a sleeper agent into the U.S. government. We've now identified him as federal employee PN 849-114 to benefit a group of corporate elites who personally paid Obama more than $4.5 million. But make no mistake, this is not political business as usual, because this sleeper agent's mission could result in the deaths of more than 1.3 million American seniors in the next 12 months. It could be you, it could be your spouse. And I must warn you, President Trump cannot stop these events from unfolding. It's already too late. I'll explain in a moment. But perhaps this all sounds impossible, or even ludicrous. Then, friend, let this terrifying fact sink in. What I've told you so far is a matter of U.S. federal record. I'll reveal the shocking proof we've uncovered in the next 2 minutes. And just seconds from now, I'll even show you a photo we have of Obama's sleeper agent. But, most importantly, I'm also going to tell you how to protect yourself and your loved ones from this plot. Please, if you or your spouse are over 57 years old, this is deadly serious. Are you ready for the truth? Then let's get started now.
On February 16, 2016, then-President Obama appointed a man to head up a government agency. It was done in a meeting on a snowy Tuesday afternoon, and without much fanfare. The appointment happened so quietly, you might even think Obama tried to hide it. But we know for certain it happened. How? Because every federal appointment has to be registered in the congressional record. It's the law. And it's right there on page 1018 of the official U.S. congressional record. Here's a verified photo of the record page. We have now identified the man appointed on February 16th of last year as a hand-picked agent of ex-President Barack Obama. For now, it's important that we partially obscure the identity of the agent. You'll understand why in a moment. This man's official government rank was commissioner. It sounds like a standard government position, and on the surface, it is. His job description sounds boring, too. He reviewed applications for pharmaceuticals and prescription drugs. But we've discovered he had a much more sinister effect. It directly affects your health and health care. And this is where it gets really controversial, because the result of this sleeper agent's work keeps millions of Americans sick and dying, while denying us proven disease cures you could have today. In fact, installing this agent in 2016 was like Obama signing a direct death order on more than 1.3 million U.S. seniors. That's a lot to take in, so let me explain everything now. I imagine it's clear to you there is an epidemic of disease facing American seniors today. The fact is, more aging Americans will die of disease this year than at any time in history. 279,000 seniors will die from Alzheimer's disease this year. 113,000 seniors will die from strokes and other brain events. 489,000 seniors will die from heart disease. 55,000 dead from diabetes. 414,000 dead from cancer. That's 1.3 million senior Americans who will die of this disease epidemic this year. And the number will only go up next year, and every year after that. I pray that you are healthy, but maybe you or a loved one is facing a difficult diagnosis right now. And if you are lucky enough to have avoided a diagnosis so far, how long do you have? This much is clear. Every American senior is at immediate risk from this growing epidemic. You, your spouse, your children, your close family and friends, everyone you know and love. That's why you must get the truth today. There are 7 new disease treatments available right now that could help end this epidemic for good, that could help protect you and even cure you from each of the 7 most dangerous diseases affecting American seniors. Number 1, a cancer treatment that destroys even deadly pancreatic and colon cancers and is 3,000 times stronger than chemotherapy. Shocking but true. Number 2, the Asian wonder called Coptic salt that wipes out type 2 diabetes and is better than diabetes drugs in head-to-head trials. Number 3, a weird-looking mushroom from Europe that can reverse the effects of Alzheimer's disease better than every dementia drug on the market. Number 4, how the world's most disgusting food, Japanese stink custard, can save you from a lurking heart attack or stroke. Don't worry, you don't have to eat it. Number 5, a simple mineral supplement that can now erase chronic pain. Yet 80% of us are deficient right now. You won't believe how easy it is to live free of pain. Number 6, the true secret to reversing blindness that is in your stomach. Just wait until you hear about this one. Number 7, how a little-known breakthrough for men can restore the physical and sexual performance you had in your 20s and even protect against cancer. They're called the Silent 7 because they're all but unknown in our country. They are denied by our corporate-owned U.S. healthcare system. Some might even say covered up. But they're all very real. They're safe. And they're all available to you right now if you only know where to look. So why haven't you heard about them before? And why hasn't your doctor mentioned any of the Silent 7 to you? Well, there's a disturbing and shameful answer to that. Because the agent I mentioned, Federal Employee PN 849-114, the Commissioner of Food and Drug, and the entire government agency he was directly in charge of, makes sure you will never get them. You see, even though he was a paid employee of our government, supposedly representing Americans like you and me, he actually worked for the pharmaceutical industry, the billion-dollar corporations that sell prescription drugs. The drug companies paid his salary. They paid the salaries of the agents who work for him. They even gave him and his agents thousands of dollars in bonus payments. That's right. A group of multinational corporations own the department of our government he worked for. This is all happening right under our noses in our own federal government. And it has been since October 29th, 1992, when Congress put a little-known law on the books that turned over this department to the drug company elites. Our politicians might not want you to know about their shameful sellout, but it's true. And again, this is all public record, if you know how to find it. This law was called the Prescription Drug User Fee Act of 1992, and it's registered as Public Law 10-2571. And, well, I think you can understand why the Silent 7, the covered-up cures for Alzheimer's, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, pain, and more, would be a colossal threat to drug company profits. You see, there's one chilling fact the drug companies hope the public never figures out. Drugs don't cure anything. It's true. There's not a single chronic disease in history that's been cured by a prescription drug. After all, why would they want to cure you? Then you'd stop taking the drug, and their profits would tank. No, their goal is to keep you on their dangerous drugs and make sure you keep paying for them while never actually getting better. And Obama's agent? He and the agents who work for him made sure that you and your doctor never hear of the true disease solutions from around the globe, like the Silent 7. That was his true mission, and he carried it out well. Thanks to him, the Silent 7 will never see the light of day in America. So this drug company stooge and his millionaire drug company backers chose their own profits over the lives of American citizens. It's a crime, and our ex-president's fingerprints are all over it. Because Obama accepted direct payments from pharmaceutical companies to the tune of more than $4.5 million. Let me repeat that. Drug companies personally paid Obama $4.5 million. and it's clear he made sure their investment paid off. Now, the liberal media may somehow have missed this, but here's a screen capture of the donor record. So, the pharmaceutical giants paid Obama millions, and then Obama's hand-picked agent carried out a plot to protect their profits by covering up the Silent Seven cures and treatments for cancer, Alzheimer's, heart disease, diabetes, chronic pain, blindness, and erectile dysfunction. And senior Americans just like you continue to suffer from this disease epidemic, while Obama and his corporate fat cat friends make millions. Of course, President Trump promised to fix many of Obama's failed policies, and, true to his word, he has already identified and fired Obama's sleeper agent. But it won't stop the plan. It's already too late. Because, thanks to the law I told you about earlier, politicians, even our President Trump, don't control this one government department. Instead, the drug companies decide which medicines and disease treatments are available to tax-paying Americans like me and you. So, as soon as he took office, Trump removed Obama's agent. But it was too late. The plan is already complete. Obama's agent will be replaced by another commissioner like him, and the deadly cycle will continue. American seniors will suffer, and these 7 life-saving cures will never see the light of day in American doctors' offices and hospitals. How angry does it make you to know there are these 7 verified cures from around the globe? 1. A cancer treatment that is 3,000 times more potent than chemotherapy and destroys even deadly pancreatic and colon cancer cells. 2. The Coptic salt cure that wipes out type 2 diabetes and crushed diabetes drugs in head-to-head trials. 3. A mushroom extract that reverses the effects of Alzheimer's disease, better than every dementia drug on the market. 4. How smelly Japanese stink custard can save you from a lurking heart attack or stroke. And no, you don't have to eat it. 5. A common mineral supplement that can actually erase chronic pain. So why hasn't your doctor mentioned it? 6. The true secret to reversing blindness that comes from your stomach. Your fading vision will soon be just a memory. 7. For men only. A breakthrough that can restore the physical and sexual performance you had in your 20s. And all of these cures and medical miracles are denied to true American citizens like you and me. That ends today. Because in this broadcast, I'm going to expose every one of the Silent Seven absolutely free. I don't care how much blood money this takes out of the pockets of Obama's big pharma pals. Because I'm also going to tell you how you now can get all of them for yourself, legally and easily. Most cost just a fraction of the dangerous drugs that are pushed on us. But before we go any further, let me introduce myself. My name is Susan White, and I'm the Executive Director of the Alliance for Advanced Health. We're a private membership organization of more than 14,000 doctors, scientists, researchers, and people just like me and you. But more than anything else, we are Americans, and we are patriots who love this country. We're based near Washington, D.C., and our mission is crystal clear: to hold our corrupt medical system accountable by bringing information on true disease cures from around the world direct to American citizens like you. These are underground treatments, proven by the latest science, that you'll otherwise never learn about from your doctor or pharmacist. The conspiracy between Big Pharma and our government to keep them from you is simply too strong. But that's where the Alliance for Advanced Health comes in. We're an independent organization that accepts no government funding. The Alliance puts American citizens like you first and exposes the secrets our own politicians pray you never see. And now we're going to reveal the cover-up of these Silent Seven cures, starting with a cancer-killing rainforest miracle that is completely unknown to your own doctor. I'm about to expose an all-natural, tumor-destroying compound that is over 3,000% stronger than chemotherapy, yet is completely non-toxic to normal cells. Let me repeat that. There is, right now, a cancer treatment that is astronomically stronger than chemotherapy, but doesn't have any of chemo's devastating side effects. Not only that, it's proven effective in laboratory studies, even against drug-resistant cancer cells, the ones that don't respond at all to conventional treatments. Forget poisonous chemo, scorching radiation, or disfiguring surgery. And forget words like hopeless or terminal, because you're about to learn something astonishing. There is now a much better way to defeat cancer, and it's been proven to work in over 100 scientific studies. How in the world did this one get covered up? Cancer is well on its way to becoming the most deadly disease in America. Every one of us knows someone who has been diagnosed with this terrifying disease, and for many of us, we've lost beloved family members and close friends. So how angry would you be to find out there's a cure, and that it was discovered almost 40 years ago and kept from us ever since? No more. I'm going to share everything you need to know to get this cancer-destroying miracle for yourself and your family. And I'll show you the rock-solid evidence that proves how powerful this new treatment is at killing cancer cells while leaving your healthy cells untouched. Finally, could you say goodbye to the threat of cancer forever? Are you ready? This shocking story starts in an unusual place, deep in the darkest corners of the Amazon rainforest. That's where researchers first happened upon an odd-looking evergreen tree, about 20 feet tall, and covered in large, prickly fruit. They called it muricata. It seems the native Indians of the area had eaten the fruit of the muricata tree for generations, swearing that it helped with heart and liver problems, and that it even cleared up nasty intestinal parasites. But it wasn't until 1976, when scientists began to study the strange muricata fruit, that they discovered it holds an incredible life-saving secret. They learned that a special extract from the fruit, something scientists call acetogenins, was absolutely toxic to cancer cells, but it was completely harmless to your healthy cells. Since 1976, more than 100 individual scientific studies have been done on muricata, and the evidence is overwhelming. Finally, could this be the one true cure for cancer? Friend, if you or a loved one is fighting cancer now, even if you've been told your case is hopeless, do not give up. Now there is more than just hope. There is muricata, the most promising cancer treatment on Earth. But the only way you'll learn about the muricata miracle is right here, right now. Thanks to Obama's sleeper agent and his partners at Big Pharma, your doctors and oncologists don't know anything about muricata. But because of new research conducted at the Alliance, we're revealing every detail right now. Let me show you now exactly why muricata is the answer to the prayers of anyone battling cancer. In a landmark laboratory study, a special extract from muricata fruit was tested on cancer cells in a head-to-head matchup against adriamycin, a common chemotherapy drug. So how did the rainforest wonder compare to the best of modern medicine? Well, the contest was like Captain America swatting a housefly. And by that I mean muricata, the rainforest cancer miracle, was so much more effective it wasn't even close. In fact, muricata tested at 3,000 times stronger than the chemotherapy drug. It's astonishing but true. Muricata is 3,000 times more potent at killing cancer cells than chemotherapy. Are you starting to see how proven disease cures are available right now, but are hidden by our mainstream medical system? Instead, all they offer are dangerous treatments like radiation therapy that causes more cancer, or painful surgery that often doesn't work, or maybe worst of all, poisonous chemotherapy that can be more deadly than the disease itself. There is now another way. In fact, another cancer study done in Japan shows clearly what a lifesaver muricata could be. In this gold standard study, mice with deadly lung cancer were given either chemotherapy or the special muricata extract. After just 2 weeks, half of the mice that received chemotherapy were dead. The chemotherapy actually killed 50% of the test subjects. But the mice that got the muricata miracle, well, all of them survived, 100%. Not only that, the tumors in the muricata mice were disappearing. In fact, after only 2 short weeks, muricata made the lung cancer tumors shrink a full 60%. Again, after just 14 days, 60% of the cancer was gone. Muricata is a mind-blowing breakthrough in cancer treatment, and there's so much more. You see, muricata may be all but unknown to American doctors, but it's already well known in the international scientific community as a miracle anti-cancer treatment. Dozens of studies show it kills cancer and dissolves tumors almost like magic. In laboratory testing on mice, it reduced the size of breast cancer tumors, stopped the spread of the cancer, and brought about apoptosis, which is a scientific way of saying that it caused the cancer cells to self-destruct. In a test on deadly bladder cancer cells in a lab, Murukata killed more than 64% of the cancer in just 3 days. That's just 72 hours. Then Murukata took on an incurable pancreatic cancer. As you may know, pancreatic cancer is practically a death sentence here in our country. In fact, some forms of pancreatic cancer have less than a 2% survival rate. American doctors simply have nothing to offer if you're diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And it's a national shame they don't know about Murukata extract, because Murukata destroys pancreatic cancer cells too. It's been proven in lab studies to kill even deadly pancreatic cancer cells by interfering with the cell metabolism. What that means is Murukata enters the cancer cell and almost magically shuts off its ability to create energy, grow, and multiply. The cancer cells die. The tumors dry up and disappear, while the healthy cells nearby are left untouched. It's astonishing. Murukata actually selectively targets and kills cancer cells and ignores your healthy cells. That's why even the toughest tumors stand no chance against Mother Nature's most effective cancer assassin. Have you heard of multi-drug-resistant cancer? That means a cancer that won't respond to chemotherapy. Imagine how scary it is to have your doctor tell you, "I'm sorry, none of our best drugs work on your cancer. There's nothing more we can try." Well, Murukata has now been shown in laboratory testing to destroy even these scary chemo-resistant cancer cells. And around the world, the stories from happy Murukata patients are now flooding in. In fact, with just a quick online search, it's easy to find scores of people who have been saved by this new wonder cure. Like Kathy S. from New South Wales, Australia, who said, "I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer on June 6, 2013. I started Murukata in July 2013, and I've been taking it ever since. All of my tests are clean. 2 years later, and not even a polyp was found. I believe 100% that Murukata is the reason. I will live on this forever." And Janice D. from Pittsburgh was also lucky enough to discover Murukata. She wrote in to say, "In May 2011, I was diagnosed with stage 3B lung cancer. After radiation and chemotherapy, my cancer spread, and I was now stage 4 and was told I had 6 months to live. I stopped all medical treatment and started taking Murukata in June 2012. To date, there have been no active signs of my cancer." I don't know exactly how Murukata works, but all I know is that it works, and I will continue taking it forever. Update: got my scan results today, and I am officially 100% cancer-free. Thank you, Murukata. And Victoria T. from Newcastle, England, who took Murukata as part of some lifestyle changes, said, 3 years later, I am alive, cancer-free, and kicking happily. I felt compelled to write this because I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Murukata changed my fate. And congratulations to Lauren A. of Toronto, who reported, I'm cancer-free going on 5 years. Or Mary V. from Tucson, Arizona, who found out about Murukata. She writes, Murukata does work. My husband is living proof and has been cancer-free for 10 years. He took Murukata 3 times a day for 6 weeks. Doctors could not explain it other than confirming the cancer was gone. And these are just a few of Murukata's success stories. There are so many more from around the world. I hope you agree the results are clear as day. Even when the diagnosis seems hopeless, Murukata works. And when the best efforts of mainstream medicine fail, that's when you can turn to the Alliance for Advanced Health. Today, we're revealing everything we know about Murukata to Americans like you. At this point, you might be wondering exactly how Murukata works better than chemotherapy. Well, earlier I mentioned something called acetogenins. They're a special chemical found in the Murukata fruit. And I also told you how scientists are finding out that these acetogenins react in a certain way with cancer cells. They enter into a cancer cell, just like a Navy SEAL mission, and sabotage it from the inside. Amazingly, the Muricata acetogenins seem to shut off the ability of the cancer cell to survive, so the tumor cells are destroyed from the inside out. Thanks to the specific acetogenins in Muricata extract, cancer cells are actually unable to survive. Yet your normal cells, well, they are essentially ignored by the acetogenins. That's why Muricata kills cancer cells, and only cancer cells. And it's proven by science. So, how could something this valuable possibly have been covered up? Well, you see, unlike prescription drugs and chemotherapy, Muricata is completely natural. It's a true gift from our Creator. All you need is a safe, harvested extract from the fruit of this rainforest tree. But that's a nightmare for the giant drug corporations. You see, they can't patent a natural substance. It's actually against the law. It would be like patenting grass or the sky. And without a patent, well, there's just no money for the drug giants. They can't charge their obscene prices. They can't gouge us for every hard-earned penny. Did you know the cost of chemotherapy can run $65,000 a month? That is insane and criminal. But that's why Big Pharma and their co-conspirators in our government work very hard to make sure Americans like us never get our hands on the proven disease cures that are available right now. That ends today. I'm going to tell you exactly how to get Muricata for you and your family so that you can stop worrying about cancer. But there is one thing. If you want Muricata to be effective, you have to know exactly what to take and where to get it. Note, we have found only one U.S. source we can recommend. You also need to make sure you're getting the correct form. That's why we put every detail you need and our only recommended source in a controversial 422-page book we just published completely at our own expense. And we have one copy reserved for you today, free. It's called Uncensored Health, 25 Forbidden Cures you can have today. In your brand new bonus copy of Uncensored Health, you'll get every detail you need on how to use the Muricata cancer-killing extract for yourself and your loved ones. The publication is supported by our membership. It's our way of fighting back against Obama's drug company cronies and their deadly lies. And we have one copy for you today with the sincere compliments of the Alliance for Advanced Health. Details on how to claim your free book in just a moment. But that's not all. Your 422-page-long Uncensored Health book also reveals full details on the rest of the Silent 7 disease cures, like the Asian wonder Coptic salt that wipes out type 2 diabetes, how a weird-looking mushroom can reverse the effects of Alzheimer's disease, the disgusting food that can save you from a heart attack or stroke, how you can now erase chronic pain with a simple mineral solution, the one secret to curing vision loss for seniors and stopping blindness, and how a little-known breakthrough can restore men's physical and sexual performance. And there's still so much more. In fact, we're now exposing a full 25 treatments and cures for the most dreaded diseases you could face. In addition to the Silent 7, your free 422-page copy of Uncensored Health is packed with proven underground therapies that treat and even reverse prostate cancer, page 87, arthritis, page 169, insomnia, page 54, obesity, page 317, fatigue, page 107, sluggish thyroid, page 115, and so much more. Which is why we're ready to announce one of the biggest breakthroughs in Alliance history. If you or someone you love has been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, get ready to celebrate. Diabetes is now reversible. The days of depriving yourself of delicious foods, the annoying finger pricks, and the fear of blindness, amputation, or worse are now gone. That won't be your future. We've now discovered an Asian wonder called Coptic salt that has proven better than metformin against type 2 diabetes. It's number 2 on the list of the Silent 7 disease cures that are now finally available to Americans like you. Coptic salt comes from an ancient Chinese herb called Coptis chinensis, which has been used to treat diabetes for thousands of years. But modern research is now recognizing it as the most promising treatment for managing and even reversing type 2 diabetes. In fact, there are more than 2,700 scientific studies on this blood sugar wonder. And in an international study published in the medical journal Metabolism, Coptic salt ran circles around the drug metformin. In the 3-month trial, Coptic salt was just as effective as metformin for lowering the key blood markers of diabetes, like A1C and fasting glucose. But it got better, because Coptic salt slashed fasting plasma insulin by a whopping 28%. And again, that was after just 90 days. If you have diabetes, you know how impressive those results are. But it didn't stop there. The patients who took Coptic salt also got an added benefit that was not seen in the metformin group. Coptic salt significantly lowered bad cholesterol and triglyceride levels. And another study on diabetics confirmed those results. After just 2 months on Coptic salt, glucose blood sugar levels plummeted 26%. Triglyceride, fat in your blood levels, fell 36%, and LDL cholesterol levels dropped 21%. Again, that's from taking Coptic salt just for a couple months. But how exactly does Coptic salt work? Coptic salt works by activating something called AMP-activated protein kinase, AMPK. Basically, AMPK regulates your metabolism. And for people with diabetes, activating your AMPK, 1, tells your cells to take in more glucose, like they did before you were diabetic. 2, improves insulin sensitivity, which means your body is producing the correct amount of insulin again. And 3, reduces sugar production in the liver, which can be very dangerous for diabetics. What this means is Coptic salt makes your body use insulin like it did before you were diabetic. It reverses the symptoms of diabetes, so you can go back to normal life. If you or a loved one is living with diabetes, you know what a game changer this is. And if you're worried about salt in your blood pressure, no need to. Coptic salt won't raise it. It's not that kind of salt. Actually, it's been shown to lower blood pressure, and it is all natural and comes straight from Mother Nature with hundreds of years of trusted use. With such clear evidence, you don't need to be a doctor or scientist to see that Coptic salt is safer and more effective than diabetes drugs like metformin. After all, some of the possible side effects of metformin include muscle pain, difficulty breathing, and heart problems. You gotta be kidding me. That is the mainstream's best option? So why are drug companies continuing to push dangerous diabetes drugs that never cure diabetes instead of safe and effective Coptic salt? I think you can guess. It comes down to dollars. A lot of dollars. $55 billion, actually. Yes, that's $55 billion. That's how much worldwide diabetes drug revenue Big Pharma will rake in this year. It's truly shocking and disturbing. You can understand why Obama's pharma cronies will never admit there's a better alternative. But that's okay, because now you know. And on page 290 of your free 422-page book, Uncensored Health, 25 Forbidden Cures You Can Have Today, you're going to get every detail you need on where to find the absolute best source of Coptic salt. We give our top recommendation with a web address for securing your own personal supply. So finally, you can stop thinking about your blood sugar and start enjoying life again, with rich, delicious foods, without the worry of scary diabetes complications. All you need is your own copy of Uncensored Health. And when your copy arrives in the mail, I recommend opening it directly to page 200. That's where you'll learn how a weird-looking mushroom from Europe has now been shown to reverse the effects of Alzheimer's, better than every dementia drug out there. Now, I don't need to tell you that Alzheimer's is a truly devastating disease, robbing you of your precious memories, turning your family and friends into strangers before taking your life. It's an epidemic in America, and the sad truth is, the best of modern medicine is helpless against this disease. Did you know there's not a single drug that has shown any ability to improve outcomes for Alzheimer's victims? In fact, doctors from prestigious Dartmouth University had this to say about current Alzheimer's treatments. Sadly, the available drugs don't work well, but that is no excuse for manipulating vulnerable patients, desperate family members, and their doctors to use a product that is most likely to cause net harm. There it is. The drugs don't work and are likely to do harm. And that's what Big Pharma is pushing on Alzheimer's victims and their families. It's an outrage. Finally, there is a real solution, and it's available right now, if only American doctors knew about it. It's called the Erinaceous mushroom, and you can find it throughout central and southern France, and in a few other countries. Here's what it looks like. Pretty strange, right? A few years ago, scientists started studying the effects of an extract of this odd-looking mushroom on Alzheimer's patients with truly life-changing results. Just listen to this. In one study, patients with Alzheimer's and dementia symptoms who got just a little of this incredible mushroom extract experienced a reversal of Alzheimer's symptoms. They could think clearer and remember more. In another study of people with mild dementia, they saw dramatic improvement in as little as 8 short weeks. How incredible is that? So while the mainstream options are useless or worse, just taking a little Erinaceous mushroom extract reverses Alzheimer's and dementia symptoms. And scientists are now figuring out just how this natural memory-restoring wonder works. We all know Alzheimer's disease is the result of amyloid plaque building up in your brain. This sticky, gooey substance clogs up your neural pathways, steals away your precious memories, and leads directly to Alzheimer's disease. And the worst thing is, no one knows why some people get Alzheimer's disease and some don't. We do know the epidemic is getting worse. More and more seniors are facing this terrible affliction every year. But what if you never had to worry about it? Because the amazing Erinaceous mushroom extract actually cleans the plaque out of your brain, like scrubbing baked-on grease off a dirty pan. And there's even more than that. Scientists are now learning this incredible natural medicine also saves your vital brain cells. That's right, it actually stops your brain cells from dying, so your brain can function just like it used to. Imagine, your mind stays scalpel sharp. Those embarrassing senior moments become few and far between, and your healthy brain is saved from the slow decline into dementia for good. Picture it. What could this now mean to your future, and the futures of your loved ones and close friends? Just ask Sheila B. from Rochester, New York, who was kind enough to share this story online. I had to tell everyone about how this mushroom is helping my husband. He was diagnosed with moderate dementia, Alzheimer's, about a year ago, and was to the point that he could do very little. I've been giving him the Erinaceous supplement for about a month now. Well, the results are amazing. He no longer struggles to find the right words to say. He interacts with the grandkids again. He is back to doing some chores that he could not do before. He gives his opinion again, which I thought he would never be able to do. He seems to be reversing the illness. It is like the Alzheimer's is going backwards. This is truly a miracle mushroom, and I thank God that I found it. And that's why, on page 201 of your free copy of Uncensored Health, you're going to find out exactly how to protect your own brain from Alzheimer's with Erinaceous mushroom extract. You'll get the proper dosage instructions and exactly where to get the most potent brain-saving form of the extract. In a minute, I'll ask for your address to rush a copy right to your mailbox. There's no charge for this valuable book. We're even picking up the shipping cost. And remember, your doctor absolutely means well, but he doesn't know anything about the Alzheimer's defeating Erinaceous mushroom. That's just not how our American medical system works. The drug companies profit, and we all pay the price. The truth is, the only way to learn the full Silent 7 is in the pages of Uncensored Health. You'll find the Muricata Cancer Miracle, page 3, Coptic Salt for Reversing Diabetes, page 290, and How to Protect Your Mind and Memories with Erinaceous Mushroom Extract, page 200. Plus, on page 59, you'll learn how the world's worst food magically dissolves deadly blood clots. And on page 175, you'll see how to erase chronic and arthritis pain. The secret to reversing blindness is on page 149. And the men's only breakthrough on page 365 will let you unlock physical and sexual performance at any age. This 422-page book is your bonus gift today from the Alliance for Advanced Health. We believe it is our patriotic duty as Americans to rush this life-saving information to you at no cost. In a moment, we'll give full details on how to claim your free copy today. And when it arrives, on page 59, you'll find a life-saving secret that prevents a lurking heart attack, all thanks to a little-known Japanese breakthrough. Heart disease kills more Americans than anything else, and the scariest thing is, you could be facing a heart attack right now and have no clue it's about to strike. That's why it's so important you find out about this new Japanese breakthrough that dissolves deadly blood clots, the kind that lead to a massive heart attack or stroke. They've discovered there's a special enzyme found in a smelly Japanese food that naturally eats blood clots. The food is called stink custard, and for good reason. It's a foul mash of fermented beans. But don't worry, you don't have to eat it. The enzyme in the food that dissolves clots can also be found in supplement form. So you just pop an inexpensive capsule, and your heart and brain are protected. And numerous research studies now confirm it. This enzyme, called kinase N4, dissolves blood clots on contact. In fact, in one animal study, this enzyme was dropped directly on a large clot, and it completely disappeared in less than 24 hours. It was like putting a pat of butter in a hot frying pan. Plus, many additional human and animal studies show that kinase N4 dissolves clots within just hours. Now, of course, doctors often recommend prescription blood thinners, but as always, just follow the money. Why, just one dose can cost $1,500 or more. And once again, the side effects are chilling. They warn you that even the slightest cut could cause you to bleed out. Heck, they even suggest being careful to avoid bleeding when using your toothbrush or wearing new shoes. Yikes. It's criminal when kinase N4 has none of those side effects and is available to you right now. It's safe, lasts longer, and costs all of $20. Not only that, it's now being studied for fighting cancer, inflammation, and osteoporosis. In fact, it's being recognized around the world as a kind of wonder pill. I firmly believe that in 25 years, everyone will be talking about kinase N4. But you don't have to wait, because you can have it right now. And on page 59 of Uncensored Health, 25 forbidden cures you can have today, you're getting every blessed detail on kinase N4. You'll find out exactly how to use it to save you and your loved ones from heart attack and stroke. And that's still just the start of what I have for you today. This 422-page book is brand new and hot off the presses, so you'll get the most up-to-date information on every one of the 25 life-saving cures inside. And today, we have one free copy reserved for you right now. As a patriotic American who knows that big corporations never put the needs of good people like me and you ahead of their own profits. That's why the Alliance for Advanced Health is setting the record straight by revealing all the true disease cures and treatments American doctors never learn about. We've set aside one copy of Uncensored Health in your name, and we'll be glad to mail it out to you today. But first, I need to reveal a dangerous threat to your health that your doctor simply isn't looking for. Are you or a loved one in constant chronic pain? If so, there may well be a lurking cause that no one is talking about. And not only that, the solution is incredibly simple if you know what to do. Did you know that up to 80% of Americans are deficient in a common but vital nutrient? It's magnesium, one of the most abundant elements on Earth. But thanks to modern farming techniques, we don't get enough magnesium in our food anymore. Not only that, prescription drugs often deplete magnesium levels, pulling this vital nutrient right out of our bodies. And that's a problem, because scientists are now learning there's a direct connection between magnesium and chronic pain. Ever wonder why so many more people seem to be in pain compared to when we were growing up? Magnesium deficiency is an epidemic in this country, but everyone is ignoring it. And if you are living with pain, imagine if the solution was as easy as supplementing with magnesium, which costs just pennies a day. Magnesium helps painful muscles relax, but it does so much more than that. It also defeats pain directly at the nerve level. Scientists are now learning that magnesium appears to block a pain receptor in our nervous system. So when you have enough, magnesium shuts off your pain. It's like a light switch for pain. Just block this one receptor with magnesium, and the pain is gone. It's an amazing solution for chronic pain. But there is a problem. There are dozens of forms of magnesium, but not every kind works the same on pain. And on page 171 of Uncensored Health, we'll tell you the rest of the story, including how to make sure you're taking the right kind and the right dose. If you get it wrong, you just won't see the pain-erasing results. Magnesium is the fifth of the Silent 7 health breakthroughs. Let me reveal the final two right now. I want to ask you a personal question. Are you having any issues with your eyes? Have you noticed your vision getting blurrier? Maybe it's tougher to read small print or in low light. Do you notice any fuzzies or dark spots in your vision? It's possible you're starting to suffer age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. AMD is the #1 cause of blindness for older Americans. And if you have AMD, first you'll have trouble reading or watching TV. Threading a needle becomes impossible. Soon you won't be able to drive or even find your way around your house. Finally, total blindness sets in. Now, if your doctor says you have AMD, I don't mind telling you, the mainstream treatment isn't for the faint of heart. I'm talking about drugs injected directly into your eyeball, lasers burning up the inside of your eye, or scary eye surgery. And after all that, there is still no cure. No thanks. But I have great news today, even if you feel your eyesight is failing. Because thanks to a scientific breakthrough unknown to American doctors, it's now possible to prevent and even reverse AMD by focusing on your stomach. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. You see, the secret to stopping vision loss and even sharpening your eyesight back to your younger self goes through your stomach. Because the reason your eyes are fading is likely due to a loss of two crucial minerals in your eye. They're called lutein and zeaxanthin, and they're number 6 of the Silent 7 disease miracles. Let me explain everything now. Lutein and zeaxanthin are the building blocks of something called macular pigments that are found inside your eyes. Macular pigments help your eyes focus, see more clearly in low-light situations, and pick out objects against a background, like seeing a golf ball against a bright blue sky. But as we get older, these minerals dry up and degrade. And the problem is, your body can't just make more lutein and zeaxanthin. The only way we get lutein and zeaxanthin is through food. Like I said, the secret to reversing blindness starts with your stomach. And there's another big problem. You also can't just start taking a supplement with lutein and zeaxanthin. These two vision-restoring nutrients don't dissolve well in your body. Most of it just passes right on through you and out the other end. I think you catch my drift. But there is a way to get lutein and zeaxanthin right to your eyes, where they can stop and even reverse the effects of macular degeneration. You have to take a very special form, a combination that allows them to be fully absorbed. Don't worry about writing this down, because everything you need to know is on page 389 of your copy of Uncensored Health. We show you exactly how to make sure you restore your vision with the only kind of lutein and zeaxanthin that is well absorbed by your body. As always, we tell you exactly how to get the right kind to make sure you are protected from blindness. Okay, we're down to the last of the Silent 7, the underground disease treatments and cures that American doctors simply don't know. And this one is really for men only. Did you know there's a rare Asian shrub called manroot that could send brand new testosterone coursing through every manly vein of your body, giving you the granite-hard sexual prowess of your 20s, bring back the muscle mass in your arms, chest, shoulders, and back, and even improve your mental clarity and focus? Take this for 1 week, and I promise you'll question how you ever lived without it. And I imagine your wife will be wondering what exactly has gotten into you. You might want to warn her in advance, because I have a feeling bedtime is going to become a whole lot more passionate soon. Of course, supplementing testosterone is nothing new for guys who have a little gray up top, and who maybe are experiencing some bedroom issues. But the mainstream options are scary, with an increased risk of blood clots or heart problems. Now, thanks to the discovery of manroot, there's a much safer and better way. In fact, scientists are now learning that an extract of manroot is a kind of wonder supplement for men who want to return to their youthful vigor. It's been studied repeatedly, with researchers finding that manroot extract increased testosterone levels. But when manroot was tested on men with ED, well, that's where things get really interesting. You see, scientists found that manroot improves the ability to get an erection and helps maintain hardness. Just wait until you surprise your wife with the kind of sheet-twisting performance she remembers from your wedding night. Manroot also causes your body to start making more sperm again and increases active sperm count, so you'll start pumping out swimmers again, just like a horned-up teenager. In short, Manroot helps restore your body to a younger state. It also improves mental function and sharpness. You should experience improved recall and ability to concentrate on tasks. Senior moments are for frail old men, not you. You'll experience the quick, sharp thinking and memory of your youth. Have you felt irritable or down recently? One of the best qualities of Manroot is that it even improves your mood and happiness. Remember when you could play in the snow all day without worrying about the flu or getting sick? Manroot even boosts your immune system, just like when you were a kid. It may even increase your overall energy, which is a good thing, because I imagine your wife will be expecting a little extra attention soon. And that's still not all. You see, we're now learning that Manroot also improves heart health, lowers blood sugar, and may even help protect against cancer. Are you seeing how just incorporating a little of this all-natural extract could give you a whole new lease on life? You'll feel younger, happier, sharper, with the energy to take full advantage of your newfound youthfulness. And every detail on how to secure the best supply of Manroot, with clear instructions for how much to take and how to make sure you're getting the right stuff, is found on page 351 of Uncensored Health, your free bonus gift today. In the 422-page Uncensored Health, 25 Forbidden Cures you can have today, you're getting every single detail on the Silent 7 cures and treatments. Number 1. Muricata destroys even deadly pancreatic and colon cancers and is 3,000 times more potent than chemotherapy. Page 3. Number 2. The Asian wonder called Coptic salt wipes out type 2 diabetes and was proven better than diabetes drugs in head-to-head trials. Page 290. Number 3. The weird-looking Erinaceous mushroom from Europe can reverse the effects of Alzheimer's disease better than every dementia drug on the market. Page 200. Number 4. How a supplement form of Japanese stink custard can save you from a lurking heart attack or stroke. Page 59. Number 5. Supplementing with magnesium can erase chronic pain, yet 80% of us are deficient right now. Page 175. Number 6. The 2-nutrient secret to reversing macular degeneration and saving your vision. Page 149. Number 7. How the little-known Manroot breakthrough for men can restore the physical and sexual performance of your 20s. Page 365. All of these astonishing health secrets, life-changing breakthroughs your doctor does not know, are waiting for you in the pages of your free copy of Uncensored Health. And that's the only way you'll ever learn exactly how to get them for yourself and your loved ones. I'm afraid our corrupt medical system, run by Obama's pals in Big Pharma, will never let other Americans know about them. You will be one of the very few to have this knowledge, and we ask you to share it only with your family and closest friends, because I truly believe that these drug companies would do anything to prevent this information becoming public knowledge. It would be devastating for their profits and the million-dollar bonuses given to their CEOs. So for now, we need to keep this information for just the privileged few. And I'd like to count you among them. Just by making it this far in this presentation, you've shown me a few things. You're a lot smarter than the average bear, and you recognize that what the liberal media tells us isn't always the truth. You also know that you can't trust our profit-focused medical system to do what's best for you and your loved ones. And that's exactly where the Alliance for Advanced Health comes in. You see, every single one of the breakthrough treatments and underground cures you heard about today were first revealed to the 14,000 members of the Alliance. And our work never stops. In fact, we're researching some astonishingly powerful cures right now: prostate cancer, Parkinson's, hearing loss, osteoporosis, MS. With so many of our most devastating diseases, we are so close. Today, you learned about the most advanced health solutions we've found so far, and you'll get all of them in your free copy of our new Uncensored Health Encyclopedia of Cures. But it's only through an Alliance membership that you can truly trust in your health and happiness for decades to come. Our goal for all Alliance members is to live a life free of disease, or even the worry of disease. If you were an Alliance member now, while others succumb to aging, to dementia, to heart disease, to cancer, or worse, you'll stay healthy and happy. You'll learn about new rejuvenation breakthroughs that keep you feeling younger, much younger than others your age. Your friends will wonder where your new energy and vitality comes from. You'll start traveling. You'll start exploring again. That's what freedom from aging and disease is like. And when you pass your knowledge along to your children and your trusted friends, they will overwhelm you with gratitude. Knowing these healing secrets, ones that few American doctors can provide, puts you in a very powerful position, because only you will know all our life-saving disease cures as we uncover them. That's why I want to extend to you a personal invitation to become a member of the Alliance for Advanced Health. We keep our membership limited to only the kind of free thinkers who can truly appreciate our mission. I think you're that kind of person. And that's why I'm holding open one membership spot in your name right now. When you join the Alliance today, you're opening yourself to a new world of perfect health. Our mission is to keep our members free of disease and the decline of aging. With the Alliance, we're certain you'll live longer and you'll live happier. But the only way to make sure is to accept my invitation to become an Alliance member today. And when you do, we'll reward you with the most valuable gift we've ever provided new members: the 422-page Uncensored Health, 25 Forbidden Cures you can have today. Inside, you're going to get all the details on every disease-reversing miracle you learned about in this presentation today, including the Silent 7 breakthroughs for beating cancer, diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's, pain, and more. But that's not all. Because Uncensored Health contains 25 of the Alliance's most powerful disease and health cures, including why you should never, ever get a mammogram. They're painful, expensive, and dangerous. Do this instead. Page 13. How Royal Balm helps 95% of people find deeper, more restful sleep naturally. Page 39. A Jesuit missionary discovered the secret to perfect circulation way back in 1656. So why haven't you heard about it? Find out on page 63. This simple supplement can help with congestive heart failure. Impossible? The undeniable proof is on page 66. An ancient Asian secret will send your daily energy levels soaring. Skip the coffee and stimulants. This is so much better. Page 105. Ugly duckling tubers can now lower your blood pressure without drugs. Get the good news on page 69. Prostate sufferers now pee freely with this remedy discovered by African medicine men. It's the best solution there is and fully proven by science. Page 87. Got wrinkles? Erase them for just 32 cents a day. Plastic surgeons don't want you to learn the amazing solution you'll find on page 133. Why do half as many Indians have arthritis? Because they have discovered what we reveal on page 177. From migraine nausea to menopause, from cancer to congestive heart failure, from baldness to blood sugar, your copy of Uncensored Health has true solutions for them all. Finally, stop being lied to by our mainstream medical establishment. Real cures, potent disease-reversing solutions, are here right now. And thanks to the Alliance and your copy of Uncensored Health, you're getting complete details on every single one. Plus, when you become an Alliance Insider, you are entitled to all your member benefits. A private, monthly members report from our research team with full details on every new breakthrough we discover. In every issue, we give you phone numbers and websites where you can access all of the disease cures that American mainstream medicine doesn't want you to have. They're all legal, easy to get, underground, and very powerful. If you are fighting any disease right now, your prayers have been answered. And as an Alliance member, you always get the most valuable disease cures and treatments first. Plus, you'll always have full access to our private members website, where you can easily find all our health breakthroughs archived for easy reading. If you or a loved one has a new diagnosis, just check the website and you'll find your cure. You'll also get a quick daily update to your email inbox, keeping you informed about urgent threats to your health. And if you have any particular concern about your membership, we invite you to write in to your special Alliance email address, and we'll put our best people on it. or give us a call anytime using your Private Alliance phone number. Being part of the Alliance is like being part of an insider circle of people who simply know more than the average person. And that knowledge is a powerful thing when you find yourself feeling happier, healthier, and younger than you have in decades. Plus, when you accept my invitation today, the 422-page Uncensored Health is your bonus gift, free. And I want to be clear about one thing. You take zero risk when you give the Alliance a try. That's right, you are 100% protected by our anytime guarantee, always. Let me explain. In just a moment from now, you'll be given an exclusive opportunity to join the Alliance for Advanced Health. We're holding open one membership spot for you right now. In case you're wondering, an Alliance membership costs next to nothing. We request only small annual dues that help cover our research costs. You'll be surprised at how reasonable it is. Just a couple dollars a month, less than you might spend on a cup of coffee. And then, a few days from now, you will receive your full Alliance membership package, including the 422-page Uncensored Health Encyclopedia. But no matter what, your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. If at any time, for any reason, you don't feel your Alliance membership is a true life-changing value, simply request a full refund and we'll gladly oblige. With no questions and no hassle at all. You'll get back every single penny you paid, even if you're in your final month of your membership. And you keep your free gifts, even if you cancel. That's correct. Your 422-page copy of Uncensored Health is yours to keep, always. That's exactly how we treat our members, fairly and openly. But there's even more. I want to make sure that joining the Alliance today is a truly incredible value for you, so I'm going to sweeten the pot. That's why I have 2 more free gifts for you. The first one is called 10 Drugs You Should Never Take, and Their Safe Natural Alternatives. If you're taking any prescription drugs right now, or your spouse is, you must get this new report immediately. Every 29 seconds in America, another person is killed or hospitalized by prescription drugs. Because of the shameful partnership between our government and Big Pharma, nothing is being done to stop the carnage. But we won't stand for it. We've now identified 10 killer drugs that could be sitting in your medicine cabinet right now. These are lethal prescriptions, and you could be completely unaware. Not only that, but they don't even work. That's why you need to get 10 Drugs You Should Never Take and Their Safe Natural Alternatives as soon as possible. For example, did you know that there's a $1 billion drug being sold right now that's been linked to suicidal thoughts, fits of rage, and at least one attempted murder? This is not a joke. I bet your doctor didn't mention it. And our government refuses to take it off the market. In fact, they're even trying to cover up its dangers. Or how about the diabetes drug that's being handed out to millions of patients, even though it may cause an aggressive form of cancer? Once again, Big Pharma profits and we lose. Until now. You'll get all the shocking details on this blood sugar blunder and so much more in 10 Drugs You Should Never Take and Their Safe Natural Alternatives. There's still more, because I have a second free bonus gift today, and this one will be especially valuable to men. Let's face it, we all know one of those guys who managed to stop the hands of time. I'm talking about men who look 10 or even 20 years younger than they are, who have the energy to spend all day on the golf course and then dance the night away with a pretty young thing on their arm. Well, how would you like to be one of them? Believe it or not, you're just weeks away from the best body, the best energy levels, and the best sex drive of your life. And we'll show you exactly how easy it can be in the Underground Secrets to Ultimate Male Vitality. That's your second free bonus gift. In this brand new, life-changing report, you'll get true secrets, information you won't find anywhere else, on how to boost your testosterone levels in just 12 days without any pills, patches, or creams. Send your energy levels soaring with a trick so powerful it's used by Israeli commandos. Jumpstart your love life with a sexual performance secret proven to work for 92% of men. And so much more. We'll rush the Underground Secrets to Ultimate Male Vitality, plus 10 Drugs You Should Never Take and Their Safe Natural Alternatives, and your 422-page Uncensored Health, 25 Forbidden Cures you can have today. to you free as our thanks for trying out an Alliance for Advanced Health membership. When you say yes today, in just a few days from now you'll receive your membership package in the mail. It contains all your free gifts and other membership materials for you to read at your leisure. But please, do open your copy of Uncensored Health first. You'll see it's beautifully bound and designed to be extremely easy to read. It's logically organized by disease or health concern, so you can flip immediately to the sections that matter most to you or your loved ones. Follow the information there and quickly, no matter your health concern or current condition, you'll feel better, stronger, with more energy. In fact, I imagine your doctor will soon exclaim, "I don't know what you're doing, but keep it up." That's the power of a membership in the Alliance for Advanced Health. It's not for everyone. It's for free thinkers who deserve the cures and health solutions that are simply unavailable to most Americans. Someone like you. But there is one catch. You see, the only way to get every one of the Alliance's powerful underground cures is right here, through this presentation. The brand new Uncensored Health 25 Forbidden Cures You Can Have Today is not sold in stores, and it never will be. Neither are your other 2 free reports, The Underground Secrets to Ultimate Male Vitality and 10 Drugs You Should Never Take. These are private reports, available only to Alliance members. So the only way to access the life-saving secrets you'll find inside is right here, now. We are holding 1 membership spot open for you today, but if you leave this presentation without accepting my invitation, I can't promise you'll ever see this again. So let's do this. Look for the button below this presentation now. When you click it, you'll be whisked to our secure membership page where you can RSVP to become a member of the Alliance for Advanced Health, and you'll be able to claim all your free gifts. Of course, your satisfaction is always guaranteed. You can cancel anytime for a full refund, but I don't think you'll want to do that. Because if you're dealing with a diagnosis, you'll soon know exactly how to find the cure you need. And that's not all. Because thanks to the secrets in your new gifts, just days from now, you're going to feel a surge of new energy flooding through your body. You'll feel stronger, with a better memory and sharper thinking, and you'll feel happier. That's what your new Alliance membership will mean to your life. You'll be part of a society of people who know the real truth about our medical system and who have found a new, better way. Go ahead and click the button below now to claim your 3 free bonus gifts. I'll meet you on the other side. For the Alliance for Advanced Health, I'm Executive Director Susan White. Thanks for spending this time with me today.